What's going on, guys? Jacob and Cameron with Ozark Mountain Discs. We're out here at Tom Watkins Park. It is cold, it is windy. We're gonna bring in you guys the Flippy Dippy versus Overstability Challenge. We're gonna see which one ends up on top. Let's get into it. All right, so the way the Flippy Dippy versus Overstability Challenge will work is basically the most understable disc we could find, an old gold line recycled diamond, versus Overstability meta tilt. So Cameron or I are gonna have either the tilt or the diamond, and we're gonna play 9 holes. We're gonna see which one comes out on top. So it's really windy. I gotta think the tilt has a slight advantage. I actually would have thought the diamond would have been better just for sheer distance, but it's so windy that I think the tilt is gonna actually be better. So here's how we're gonna do it. I'll flip. Heads, I take the tilt. Tails, you take the tilt. Sure. Sound good? All right. Cameron got the tilt.
All right, that's what I wanted anyway, so that's good. I'll go ahead and go first too.
All right, go crazy.
I'm just gonna try to rip a forehand out there. I think I'm gonna go high too.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Get there. Oh, that's not bad.
no, that actually had a lot more distance than I thought I was going to.
I'm in a tailwind. It might be the only time I can actually throw a forehand. We'll go back in.
Smooth guy, come out.
Hit the tree.
Oh,
Still got glidey on me.
that was nice. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get one here early, although it's blowing like right in my face now. Let's go.
Yeah, I think the tilt's gonna have the advantage today.
Nice. Pars are good today. Birdie there. Puts me 1 down and Jacob even. Hole 2 is 212 right behind this tree here. Typically, I know in tournaments, path into the right is OB, but we're not doing that today because it's so windy. I'm gonna try the same line as last time. Just high forehand. That was incredibly short.
I think I'm just gonna stand still again. Oh, see, I mean, I can't.
Wow,
That was pretty good.
that was
Pretty
really
favorable
nice.
there. I'll take that.
Left it short, little jump putt, crazy Annie on it. See what happens. Actually, might do a stepper. Whee! Pars on the last, still 1 down even. This is our first test of distance. This is our hole 3, 359. It's all the way right behind that tree in the middle of the fairway. I'm gonna try a little forehand roller to see what happens here. That is just not gonna cut it.
Cameron, tough roller there. Hard to manipulate the ankles. But I think with a tail one, I might actually have an advantage here. So hopefully I can take advantage of it.
That's gonna play just fine.
Yeah.
Pin high.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that wasn't my best effort.
It is kind of hard to manipulate the angles there. You gotta almost throw that thing like vertically.
Where'd it go? I'm over here. I did make the Mando. I forgot to say that. Although I guess that's probably just for tournaments.
Did you make the Mando?
Yeah, it curled around and back up. We can run the tape, but I think I made it. I made it approximately, what do you think, 80 feet off the fairway. We're just gonna try to punch a forehand hard down there. Threw it like a
That's about as
baseball.
good as you can do right there, I think.
And we're gonna hope for 3.
We're just out here trying to get a 3 because I think Cameron's gonna get a 4. There's no need to do anything silly.
Get down.
That still is not comfortable.
I'll be all right. Another outside chance. This one to save par though.
Give it the height. Yeah, no, this is not comfy. Headwind downhill 18-footer. I wouldn't even be comfortable with my actual putter.
Wobbly guy, huh?
Going into our fourth hole, we're both even. Cameron does have a birdie on me, just been able to scrounge around and get some pars. It is tough today to control this thing. Having a tailwind is nice. Stays actually just really straight, which is good. Going back up into a headwind here, it's only about 250 feet, straight up the hill there. I honestly am just gonna I'm just throwing it on a ton of hyzer, and where it ends up is where it ends up. Yeah, both even going into it, about halfway done. Just trying to get something in the area. Oh, gosh.
Oh my. I can't decide if I want to go like try to do some like Eagle McMahon grenade because I hate the grip, or if I just tomahawk it.
I don't throw either of those ever, so.
I think I'm gonna go tomahawk because I think it's gonna be easier. I clearly don't know how tomahawks work, so we're just gonna try to backhand hyzer. Not great. Oh my gosh. Bogeys for both?
Bogey. All right, so we're on to our fifth hole here. Both took bogeys there. Really hard position of a hole, to be honest. Not very far, but just with the conditions today, Cameron can't throw the tilt very far. Nobody can throw the tilt very far anyway, and then in a headwind, this thing's going anywhere. So kind of a tough hole, but both took a bogey, so we're both still all square at 1 under. This hole's our fifth hole, favorably known as the Taco Bell hole, because if you hit this light pole right in the way, it sounds like that's where you want to go. So trying to miss the pole, really just trying to shoot it 219 feet right down there. Straight away is the basket. So for me, I think I'm just going to stand still, literally try to hit the Taco Bell pole, but actually not hit it.
There's no chance I make it there with a backhand, so I'm gonna just try to throw a forehand as hard as I can. It's kind of the name of the game right now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it didn't end up too bad. Giving this one a run. Do it.
Oh! And now it's uncomfortably far away.
I'm trying to like dodge the wind by facing the right way, but it's still just like blistering cold.
That's about
Perfect.
Although literally anything outside of me being able to drop it in is pretty much has a chance of not going in. Trying to put as little revolutions on that thing as possible.
Almost missed that too.
Cameron missed a close birdie putt. It kind of bailed me out right there. Another one really short, but now we flipped back around, back into the headwind. I mean, I'm literally just trying to throw it on hyzer, slow. I really just want to get past the Mando pole. There's a Mando right here, light pole. You got to go left of that. As long as I don't turn over and miss the mandatory, should be able to get a 3, and we'll move on. Sure. It still turned over so much. That's fine, though. That was a goal achieved. Made the Mando.
That's crazy. I feel like my only option here is the forehand again. It's what I know.
Get a little tilt ace.
Yeah, I'd like to. Do we have a bounty on it?
I'll give you $10.
Sounds good to me. Ah!
Made the Mando.
Auto play.
I mean, that was actually a pretty favorable little bounce. I thought it was going to cut roll.
Downhill look. I think drawing metal would be a win here. Swing!
See, but that thing is so sharp, it just like it doesn't skip, it just bounces off the ground.
It literally got like vertical. Battle putt here.
Battle putt. Are we going at the same time?
Yep.
All
1, 2, 3.
On to our 7th hole here. Still all square, still at 1 over. This one, back into the headwind. About 250 feet straight ahead, nothing out there. It's really just, for me, I'm just trying to throw something straight. I'm actually gonna go
throw
for
it on hyzer super high.
I'm doing a little trick shot. I'm gonna try to get like a full.
Oh yeah.
Because I think that'll like kind of pan it to where it'll say semi-straight. So. Keep going.
It's just pushing it that way. Wow. Now curl.
That's fine.
It's a little short, but that was cool. Fine. How long is it? 285. Okay, if I get anywhere within 20 feet of the basket, I crush this thing. Maybe halfway down the fairway.
Yeah. See, when Cameron and I were gonna do this video, we knew that if it was windy, the tilt would be nice because it's predictable.
The tilt is the safe play in this
Tilt is
wind.
a safe play, but neither of us are throwing it farther than 200 feet.
It's still garbage.
So it's like, would you rather have controlled distance, knowing you're only going to throw it 150 feet, or would you rather have potential longer distance, but absolutely no control?
But it's going to roll every single time.
And right now, I think I'd rather have the former. But,
well, I mean, we're even, so.
Yeah. You've had chances that you actually can get to the basket consistently.
I did.
A couple of those were just bad drives, but I'm too scared to throw it in the air.
Long look. What is this? This is outside circle 2 probably, yeah?
Yeah, 110 feet.
Outside circle 2 look. Get ready to clip this right now. Geez, I'm so bad.
Had to go for it.
I was
I gave myself a tailwind putt. See, it starts
looked
out high
high
every time. 8th hole for us, really short, 210-ish feet right behind the tree up there. I got a lot of options here, I feel like. So I'm actually going to go with a little forehand because I haven't thrown a forehand yet. Get a little zesty, see if we can make something happen.
Literally the line I told you to hit.
Oh, a cut roll would have been dope, but that's okay.
All right, Jacob actually got close there. Hopefully he's going to be the first birdie. I'm honestly rooting for it. We're going to go to forehand, this side of the tree, cash. Also, sorry, I've been thinking about it all wrong before I throw here. I think I'm going to try to go, I've been throwing high. I think I'm going to try to go low and get a skip rather than trying to air shot it. I think I'm going to go low and skip.
It's a good thing you thought about that on hole 8.
I thought about it for a long time. I just haven't done it for some reason. Okay, I'm going high. I think I just suck. So, that hole, I made it about 80 feet. This one, I give it maybe 60. Maybe 60 feet off the tee. I just want a par. Actually, I'm going to try to make it because what is life? Oh my gosh.
That's some great ground play. I think this is pretty much my first legitimate circle 1 birdie opportunity. Maybe hole 1. I might have been circle 1 on hole 1.
Oh,
left side.
I'm not gonna lie, I was rooting for that.
Those catch these days.
All right, we're trying to clean up here. Somehow the shortest hole that we've played has been my worst hole. Oh gosh, I hate this. This is fun. We're having fun.
It's going up on hole 9, about to finish. Did you get jet throwing the diamond in the headwind? See, I think that if we did this again, I think Cameron will have figured out how to throw the tilt more to his advantage, and I would lose on a day like today. I think I just got pretty lucky. I also started just playing it really safe. I stopped trying to get to the basket on holes that were in headwinds that I knew I was not going to be able to do it. So taking my medicine, taking threes when I needed to get threes, I think was important. Going into this last one though, it's a big ace run. I definitely like his odds on this hole to get an ace. So we'll see, anything can happen. Overall, diamond, did not feel chippy.
Coming up, finishing the round. How do you feel you fared with the tilt?
So, well, all things considered, not good. Conditions, not great. I didn't throw the disc well. Nothing's felt good. Mechanics, out the window today when I'm cold. However, that being said, if you haven't thrown a tilt yet, I recommend you do it once and then never do it again after that, just so you can see. The diamond's a usable disc. I will say that it's windy today. You know, you can't hold it against that. However, this thing, it's gross. But if I ace this, I win.
I said it, anything's possible. You could still, I mean, you're like 4 strokes behind, but
Great.
I did say I'm going for, like, I'm trying to make it, so I might go 50 feet past the basket.
Sure.
Flip too late.
That went so far for how hard you threw that. This shot's basically for pride, which I have little left right now. 168 feet. If I was ever going to throw a good shot, might as well be now.
That one's got a chance.
Get
Bounce
out.
up there for him. All right, well.
Okay, I'll take it. It didn't go in, but well, you know, what can you ask for?
All right, I went ahead and just pitched up on my second shot, so I got this for 3 to finish. Dude, left side chains catch the diamonds, dude.
Seriously. Top out bird. Feels good.
All right, final thoughts here. So final scores were, I finished 3 over.
I don't even know.
I think I
A
finished
few.
3 over. So Daddy Luke will tally up the scores, so it's no big deal. Personally, I gotta say, we did use recycled plastic, and I don't think this is...
It might be 160.
It's
yeah, I was about to say, I don't
160.
think it's like super lightweight. But the recycled plastic is probably the most understable plastic I've thrown from them before. So we found pretty much the most understable version. We could have gone a little bit lighter, but the most understable version of a diamond we could find, and the most overstable version of any
This has
disc
to be
ever
the most
created.
overstable disc on the market, right?
Yeah, I think it's got to be.
And it's technically not even on the market.
True. They're gone now. So, but yeah, I would say overall, final thoughts. Understable is definitely always 100% going to be more powerful. Like, you're going to potentially be able to go farther with understable disc in certain conditions, but they're so much less controllable. I mean, that's, you hear pros when they're doing it in the bags, that's all they talk about is like their overstable destroyers versus their understable destroyers. Their overstable destroyers are more controllable for them because they know they can throw it hard, they know where it's going to go, there's no finickiness. With something like a recycled diamond out here in 10, 15 mile an hour headwinds,
It's got to be faster than that.
there's no predictability. Absolutely none. So when you throw it anyway, depending on nose angle, it's just so much harder, a lot more finicky to throw, but you have a lot more distance potential, especially with something as severely overstable as a tilt. So I think overall, I say I would rather have understable discs than overstable.
No, I would agree with that. I will say, I hate it on the tilt. I'm not a fan of it. I wouldn't use it, but you definitely do need to try it at some point if you can find one and get your hands on it, because it is a sweet disc, just the uniqueness of it. However, that being said, today was not in my favor. A lot of it was probably user error, you know, maybe just a little bit, but also just the ridiculous overstableness of this stupid disc. Didn't help.
Yep.
But
I'll tell you, the diamond will not be making my bag, but it is the #1 disc that I recommend to any beginner that comes in the store. I try to get them a leopard or I try to get them a diamond if we have any. So it's a great disc for lower arm speeds or for higher speed rollers. Really good disc for those things. The tilt has some uses out there in the world, I'm sure. Skip shots,
woods, you know, get out of
carving
jail.
lines. It's got some utility overstable uses. So in heavy winds like today, he still knew what was going to happen. It was going to go left or going to go right, just depending on which way you span it. So had some reliability there. But
All right, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, make sure to leave a comment if you want to see more, and make sure to subscribe. Our last video, we were like, we're close to 250. You guys blew that out of the water. We got it in like that same day, maybe 2 days later. Right now, we're on the push to 300, which, yeah, we're like 50 away. We want 300 by the end of the year. That would be absolutely incredible if we could get that done. We can't do that without you guys. So if you like what we're doing, enjoy watching, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.